My name is Andrew McDonald. I go to Brock University. I am currently in my fourth year studying sport management.
My name is Mackenzie McLeod. I'm a fourth year kinesiology student at Brock University.
First time I came to Brock was for Smart Start. It was after I accepted my letter. And honestly, I had no idea what I was doing. I was pretty intimidated and a little scared just because I didn't know anybody and it was just a new area for me.
The summer of 2013 was, I guess, like my first official time like touring it and like being interested in what it's all about. I think the best thing I discovered that day was that Brock it just feels like a community. It's very small, like very easily accessible to get from one side of campus to the other. New facilities, obviously it was awesome, but it was just the feeling of community and like small town is what I kind of thought of because I grew up in a small town. So that's kind of the feeling I got. So there would always be people in the common rooms, just either hanging out or doing some fucking weird shit. Weird shit went on in there. And so, you'd like go in the common room and you'd see like pillows scattered all over the floor and people are like playing the lava game, like don't touch the hot lava, and the pillows were like your rocks within the lava. Fun game, great. And then other times you would see this guy named Ben who rapped, like he was a sick rapper. You'd just see him busting beats out in the common room, like he was so good. Other times you saw like Sabrina and Harry just fighting, like physically fighting, mentally fighting each other. Like we got out of control because they'd literally fight all night. Like they'd literally be up until 4 a.m. doing stupid shit and fighting, like running up and down the hallways, waking people up.
So one day in class, they're advertising this special event. It's called like a SPEMA Games. So at the SPEMA Games, essentially it's just like you create a team of SPEMA students of like 4 or something like that, and you just like compete in different sports around a gym, and like you try and win. There's like a cup and everything. So we volunteered and did that, and then also there was like an added bonus, like if you bought a SPEMA Games ticket and you bought like a Bills game ticket, it was a lot cheaper. So we were like, fuck it, let's just like go to a Bills game. None of us had ever been to a football game before. You get a free stadium tour, everything like that. They tell you like everything they're doing with their marketing, their social media, how they're going to implement everything. It was a SPEMA field trip essentially. Anyways, so Saturday night was the SPEMA Games. Sunday, I think the game might have been like 1 or something like that. The Sunday, so nobody's at res. I'm pretty sure it was like reading week or something like that. So nobody was there. So it was just really me, Mike, and Stu. And then me and Mike had heard of Century Club. We didn't really know what it was. So we're like, fuck it, let's go ahead and do that. So in case the viewers don't know, Century Club is like a shot of beer every minute for 100 minutes. Thus the Century Club. So Mike and I decided to do that. And that night, Mike's grandfather passed away. So while we were in the middle of Century Club, so he was like pretty upset, but like at the same time, if you knew who Mike was, he continued to play Century Club. So we were running out of beer, and Mike's like, okay, I'll go get some. I have a can left. So he runs and then jumps down like 10 stairs. And then all I hear is this, I'm like, Mike, you okay? He's like, fuck! I think I broke my ankle. And I'm like, oh my god, what? So I go down and he's lying there. We're still in the middle of the Century Club. He's like, my ankle. Go get the beer. We need to take our shot. So I go crack the beer, take my sip, give it to Mike, take the sip, carry him up the stairs. We go back and continue to do the Century Club. He's dying. He's in so much pain. Anyway, so his ankle's all fucked up. And he had fucked it up, I think like a year ago, so he was a little nervous about it. And this, like, his grandpa passed away that night too, so it was like pretty heartbreaking. So we were destroyed. Like, we were so drunk, we had no idea what to do. We were drinking all night to like help ease the pain somehow. And this Bills game, we had to get up at 6 a.m. and go to the McDonald's across the street. But we were on res, so it wasn't that bad. So we're so drunk or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, I go sleep in Mike's room, whatever. So we're like together and we wake up. Our alarm clocks were going off like crazy, and then all we hear is this douche, 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 and we're like, what the fuck is that? And it's Stu at the door saying, what the hell are you guys doing? We gotta go to catch a bus. And we had been drinking, till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. maybe, all night long. And when we woke up, we were still piss drunk. We were so drunk. So we barely made it to the bus on time. They almost left without us. Anyways, and the bus ride there, even like half of the stadium tour, I don't even remember. I don't even remember crossing the border. I didn't even remember if I brought my passport or not. Clearly I did because we got into the stadium. And I had to throw up the entire day or whatever, but still to this day, it was by far my best weekend at university.
Okay, so my friend Chris and I in kinesiology together, and we had like first year biology, which was a snooze, so boring. And I remember we had a big exam coming up, and I remember thinking like, don't want to study for this exam, like. And so I went to Chris's room trying to find motivation to study. Maybe she'd help me. And then all of a sudden we got on the topic of like dinosaurs. And Krista was like, "Hey, have you ever heard of Megalodon?" It was like this big ginormous shark. And I'm like, "No." And so instead of studying, we watched an hour documentary on this fucking Megalodon shark who now scares the hell out of me when I go in open water. But anyway, so that was productive. And I think I ended up getting a 50 on that exam.
And through those stories, I just met so many people, experienced so many different things. Now I'm in my 4th year, and I continue to experience those things, which is awesome. It's going to be kind of different not coming back next year. With all my friends, not being able to experience these kind of things. But I'm looking forward to it later on. I mean, Mike and Stu are a couple of my friends that I met in my program, so it'll be fun to work with them in the future. We have all these memories, all these connections and stuff like that. So as far as me personally, what I want to do after school, I'm not too sure. I think I'll just figure that out along the way.
Year in general was an incredible year. Met really good friends who now a lot of them I still live with, a lot of them I still talk to. And you know that these friendships you create in university, they're going to last a lifetime, no matter where everybody goes in different directions next year, which is a super sad thought. But you know you're going to be friends no matter what. So it was an awesome feeling, awesome experience.